President Donald Trump's comment that America might resume testing nuclear weapons could impact decades of American policy. Earlier today, Vice President J.D. Vance addressed the president's remarks.
We've been working very closely, even with nations that we don't have the best relations with, to try to limit nuclear proliferation. The president's going to keep on working on that, but it's an important part of American national security to make sure that this nuclear arsenal we have actually functions properly, and that's part of a testing regime. To be clear, we know that it does work properly, but you got to keep on top of it over time, and the president just wants to make sure that we do that.
The U.S. conducted its first nuclear test in 1945 and its last in 1992. Most countries stopped after they signed the Global Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty in 1996. Just a few days ago, the Trump administration denounced Russia for testing a nuclear-powered missile. The Kremlin claims its tests were not nuclear. For more, let's bring in political strategist Tim Phillips. He is the former president of Americans for Prosperity. He joins me now. Thank you so much.
Good to be here.
What are your thoughts on President Trump citing a need to test on an equal basis with Russia and China?
I think it's partly a negotiating tool by the president to say, hey, if you're going to be testing these weapons, then the United States is absolutely going to do the same. So part of it is a negotiating tactic. But I'll tell you this, it's also a prudent move by the United States and by President Trump. Some of our nuclear weapons are decades old. Now, they're well maintained. It's the best technology in the world. So as the vice president said in your clip, they work. But it's prudent to make sure they work, because if they ever are needed for deterrence at that key moment, they have to work, right? So it's a good idea to test some of the submarine-launched, land-based tactical weapons. Also, there are new emerging technologies with regard to our nuclear deterrent, and the testing would allow us real fire exercise there. So part of it negotiating, but part of it is just good, solid foreign policy.
The U.S. has been relying on subcritical tests, computer modeling, and non-explosive experiments for the past 30 years. What are some of the benefits and our risks by returning to full-scale testing?
Well, obviously, it sends a signal to other countries that, if we're doing it, then maybe they need to start doing it. So you could suddenly have some of the other nuclear powers, Pakistan, India, et cetera, start testing as well. And there's always a risk, a danger in that. Second, you do have some environmental concerns. There is no perfect way to test nuclear weapons. There isn't. They're so destructive. That's the very point of them, is just how destructive they are to a would-be opponent. So therefore, don't test us by doing it. Yes, it can cause some environmental issues. However, given the geopolitical state with China, with Russia, with some of the other bad actors out there seeking nuclear weapons like North Korea, Iran, it's smart for this administration to threaten this or to say we may do it. And in fact, if China and Russia and others are continuing live testing, to go ahead and do it to make sure our arsenal is properly functioning.
National security and readiness are important to the Trump administration. Could there be any legal obstacles or technical hurdles to resume these tests?
No, the president as commander-in-chief has full authority that supersedes court decisions on something like this. So he's clear there. I mean, you could have some leftist group try to do something in the courts. They always do. But the commander-in-chief's prerogative here is clear.
Tim Phillips, thank you so much.
You bet.